Sometimes the world feels like a bore, it feels like torture, it feels never ending, and it feels like you've lived this existence so many times that you can't even count and you can't even focus or have attention or feel like you're at a deficit or feel as if everything around you is total calamity and chaos. But sometimes within the midst of that, sometimes the greatest moments will be created. Some of your best moments and your moments of clarity come through your messiest moments. So integrating our shadow, integrating our masculine and feminine gives us the ability to really connect into our light source of energy so that we're able to reinforce and reimburse the emotional guidance system. And knowing that it triggers us, knowing that things do come up to the surface, everything that is not of the light will come to the surface, and we have to find it within ourselves, that we find that distinction within our own creation, within our own vibrancy, within our own connection to energy. So when we follow through on that, we see that every time that we do deep cleansing, purification, soaking in Spirit's presence, soaking in Spirit's essence, we allow ourselves to become a different human being with different personality traits and a different way of thinking and a different intellect of our newfound intention, and letting go of attachment and having discernment towards that so that we open up to the creation that is there and that is present. So the best thing for ourselves to do is to not really judge ourselves or condemn ourselves, but take accountability and responsibility for our own vibration. And sometimes you will have moments where you feel that you're just a dual awareness instead of a non-dual awareness, because we're gaining our independence and our power back within our own being. So we find out that we're gaining our wisdom, gaining our power, gaining our connection, and understanding what it means to really live, what it means to dream. Not everybody lives, everybody dies, but not everybody truly lives. So to live within existence is to make the most of it, and sometimes looking at your life as if it's a different series of connections and projections and reflections within your own circumstances, and seeing within those catalytic moments, we get the most wisdom and maturity and connection and following through on our divine actions and our divine placements. So sometimes it feels like everything is against us, trying to trigger us, trying to offend us in some way, shape, or form. But that sensitivity and that trigger is the reflection of everything being presented to you. And it's not even about being a person that just gets offended by a joke or anything like that. That's not really what I'm saying. But I'm saying that within ourselves, we find out the greatness that we can become. And through our failings, through our mishaps, through our mistakes, we get to revise and do a rough draft of life. I don't know really if that's a great example, but I will use it because that's why I've been making these long instructional videos, because I just want to be real with you guys for a moment. And if I can take a moment of my time to connect with you guys, through a 5-minute video, then I will do so. And I am honored, because we become our guides, we become our higher self, but we become something that is an artist that's tortured in its own drawing sometimes. And sometimes it can feel like that, and sometimes the best work that you're going to do isn't the best work that you're supposed to do at that moment in time. So sometimes we have to do a bunch of trial runs. So there's nothing wrong with that, and I just want you guys to know that you're on time and you're on track with your journeys and everything's okay.